Welcome to 100
What
Yards
about
of Football. And this is our Legends segment. I'm your host, Bobby Butler from the great city of Delray Beach. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, I got some legends here on the show with me tonight that started when we were like 9, 10 years old, way back in the day in Delray Beach. I got with me Anthony, Mr. Butterbean Clay. We got Charles Ferguson, better known as Prince Arafat. And we got the one, Doug Parker Sr. on the show with us today. Guys, welcome to the show.
Welcome, brother.
Glad you're here.
Man, I'm glad you guys can be here, man. You know, we've been doing this show for almost 2 years now. And what we've been doing is this is a Legends show, right? And talking about the great players. And, we just want to, talk about the things that inspired you guys to play the game on a high level in the way you played it. Some of the things you did early on in your career to help you become the guys that you became. But also, I got something I want to talk about today as well. I want to talk about the different neighborhoods down in Delray Beach. Now, these group of guys right here, ladies and gentlemen, they were all living on Southwest 6th Avenue between Atlantic Avenue and 1st Street. And so we got some real dogs that live right there. First of all, we're going to start with a guy by the name of Randy Strong, his brother Vince Strong, his brother Keith Strong. And then we had the Parker family. The Parker family run deep, y'all. You know, it don't start with Doug.
Yes, sir.
It started with his older brother. And then it started with Doug. Then it came to Bernard. Then it came to Thad. And then we had Charles Ferguson. And we had Charles over there. Also, we had his brother DB over there on 6th Avenue. And then we had Anthony Butterbean Clay with his brother Danny on 6th Avenue. And we had Bubba Brown.
Yeah.
So in our generation, you guys were the guys, right? And so talk about growing up around 6th Avenue right there. What was the thing that got y'all connected with sports? Was it Zach Strong? Because Zach Strong was always, one in the community, coaching baseball, coaching football back in the early day. What was it that got y'all kicked off in football?
Well, you got to remember. We got to remember that we had like Doug, older brother Donnie, Rachi. We had some of them Sutton boys, Horace Bush. We had some strong people, but in our time, Doug was the leader of our time. Right. Because Doug the one got us playing with the Rocks. Because he went out.
Yes, sir.
When he came from Monticello, yes, and then Doug went out there, and then me and Groove came out. I think Doug came out 66 or 67, and we came out 68. Me and Groove. But it was Doug who started us on 6th about playing with the Rocks.
Right.
When we seen Doug out
that's
there,
right.
It was over with. It was over with.
So what about you, Brother Bean? Talk about you, Strong.
Doug.
All right. Doug. Hey, that Parker family, man. Hey, listen, man. There's some families in Delray that we can talk about, right? But that Parker family run deep, man. I mean, they still running deep now. I mean, 7-year-old Parkers, 10-year-old Parkers. I happen to have the chance to go the homecoming down there at Delray, and you got a chance to see some of them young Parkers. The next generation, man, they still thick up in there in the Delray Rocks. They still thick. So talk about it. Talk to me about you, because you said you had your older two brothers, you had Donnie, right? And how did you start? What was the inspiration for you?
Who, me?
Yeah, you, Doug.
Yeah, I started, man, because you had to play when you go on 6th, because all the big guys like Randy Strong, them, and all Horace Bush and Bobby Sutton, them, man, every day I'm talking about they playing tackle on the road, man.
Yes, sir.
The man had us get prepared. We had to run through stickles, man, to make the team. Just because we played other on the north side. Team. We have to go over there and play And I mean, they actually really hit you, man. And they got us prepared to play, man.
Right.
What I did, and then one day we was just, we used to go everywhere. And some people say, I was a little bad kid, but I wasn't. I like to observe things.
Right.
And we was walking, and one day I was walking by a Pomosa, and we seen them over there playing.
Okay.
I said, man, I'm going over there. I went over there. Then the next day, I snuck out there. My mom let me know. So I snuck out there, and I started playing with them.
Wow.
My mom still ain't. I said, boy, I'll be glad my dad come. I know my mom not. So I was on that team, and then I had Mr. Travis to go talk to my mom.
Right.
And she said, okay. And he took me on his wing, and I was there from there.
Man, that's crazy,
and
man.
It was gone. It was on then.
One of the things
I came back the next year, got blue, got bean. Told my brother, I said, man, it's a thing out there, man. Complete. Yeah. I said, yeah, man.
You brought them all there, but now
everybody wanted to play for the Rocks.
Absolutely.
I was going to all kinds of people. Alvin Price.
Said, man. Well, listen now. So listen now. But now there's a lot of football players in Delray. But it's something there's something about y'all that's different. And I know what it is, but I want people to hear it. Most of the guys in Delray, you go to different communities, different streets. A lot of them got skill. They can run, they can throw, they can catch the ball. But y'all had that grit. Y'all had that toughness. Butterbean say y'all city boys, cause y'all live right there on the street, right across from the pool room, right down to Georgetown Tavern. I live down there, so y'all like city boys, right?
Well, see, I told Bobby, hey Blues, I told Bobby and Chocho, he get mad too, cause I tell him, look at it, laugh, he laugh, cause I told him Carver Park and Jefferson Manor. That was the country.
Yeah.
But you know that cause really think about it, we come from the city.
Y'all right there in the city. Y'all right there where the action was.
Yeah, we come from the city. We saw everything.
They
had to come to us to buy hamburgers and all that. They didn't have nothing out there in Jefferson Manor.
Yeah, district quality market and all that. They had to come out.
District quality market. We had big city. They had to come. They had to come to Fifth Avenue to the pharmacy.
That's right. They
had to come up there to get the haircut.
Everything.
Got to go to Stick.
Man, I got
They had to go to Stick.
Now some of y'all went to Stick. I went to Precious Hard.
Precious Hard.
Right there on Atlantic Avenue, right there between.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where I went. But let's talk about this though, because this is important, right? Because like I say, growing up in Delray, always me and Blue always played together. He always played up, which is a crazy thing, man. He was playing the way he was playing ball, with us, and he was so much younger than us, right? But he was ready to play ball with us because he had strength. He had strength. So y'all was lifting weights at a young age. Y'all was doing things that nobody else in Delray was doing, right? Now, where did y'all about that? Was that
Randy Strong?
Nick Strong.
Randy Strong.
Right? So talk about that. Talk about that. Randy and y'all lifting weights, man.
And Doug and Butler, you remember? I had to be Doug. You and Doug, I had to be 9, so I had to be like 5 or 6.
That's right.
And remember, we had the only North versus the South football team.
That's right.
Randy was the coach for the South. So you had You had us. You had Frog Alley. You had 7th. Carver Park. We played against Jefferson Manor. So
over by the Civic Center.
In the Civic Center, right?
Yeah, Civic Center. That was our football. That was our football field.
Right there with
that was our football field.
Right there where the fire station.
I got it.
Bobby, that was our football field by the Civic Center.
Right there.
And the tennis court. Yeah, between the Civic Center and the tennis court.
Right. I know where it is.
Yeah.
So y'all played everybody.
Everybody.
And y'all got everybody?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Larry too had a stick, but we put it on him.
Who had a stick?
Larry Temple.
Larry Temple.
Oh yeah, Larry Temple, man, the special
Yeah,
guy.
Larry Temple. Boy.
Yeah, he had a good team, didn't he, Doug?
Yeah, he had a good team, but they went down.
Yeah.
Those city boys. Those city
Them city boys.
What's up? What's up?
He
All
had
right.
the north side.
So let's talk about that now. All right.
Smoke Carter.
So we're gonna call y'all the city boys, Southwest 6th Avenue between Atlantic and 1st Street, right?
I take that back, Bobby. We kind of got a name, Bobby. We really not the city boy.
All right, what's your name?
6th Avenue Funeral Home Gang.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay,
Yeah.
I did that because all y'all worked in the funeral home business. And
Yeah,
still,
and
still,
so
most of
we're
y'all still
right.
working.
Hey, Bobby, right way we kill him, we bury him.
Hey, I get it, man. I get it.
That boy, wow.
So now, it was a bunch of y'all now in the same group because I know Arafat, you were younger playing with Doug, playing with Vince Strong, and playing with Butterbean, right?
Yeah.
And so you learned a lot because you were like the baby.
Yeah.
Always like when the baby can play with the older guys, he gonna become somebody special.
Hey, you had to play. You had to play it.
Yeah.
And just like Doug said, you had Horace Bush, you had Randy, you had Marvin Sutton, man. You had some dudes that had them Bush boys. Right. Man, we playing tackle on the road. On the street. You know what I mean? So I learned the game on the road, always playing against somebody always older than me.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing to me. So when I went to the Rocks, you know, I should have been down. I should have been playing under y'all, but I went up to who I played with.
But you always played
right.
With. And that was a powerful thing. And every level you played on, that translated.
Yeah.
You were always ready on every level you played for.
Yeah, because you come on 6, you come on 6, you gonna run, one thing that you gonna tackle.
That's right. That's right.
You're not gonna get on the field and you ain't gonna tackle.
You're gonna tackle, right? Exactly.
If you was we call. I don't know if I can say it on your live, but you was the one of the most sissy boys. It ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen. Right.
Ain't gonna happen.
Forget all that stuff, right?
You gotta lay that wood. You gotta lay that wood. I'm sorry, we go there scratch, go into the house, and Butterbean and Lap will tell you when that light come on, you hear the sign. It's Doug, Bernard and Thad, Charles and Debbie, Vincent Keith, Tyrone and Danny, Bubba Brown. That means you better hit that. You better hit the high.
You better right, exactly.
The lights come on.
But all you guys,
it's time to go.
Now, you guys,
when them lights come on,
got time to go. You guys were good, but like I say, you guys were more physical than anybody at y'all age.
Oh yeah.
You know, I saw, and I didn't know that growing up. I always knew, like I knew Doug was strong. I said, man, that joker's strong, man. You know, trying to tackle him when I was playing for the Rocks. And then, and Blue always knew you played up, right? And you were always physical, right? Butterbean, you was a big guy. You had speed, but you were physical, right? And so, and you know, Randy and Vince, they were all physical, right?
Yes.
We all were a physical group, but I didn't catch on till later. When I was in high school and I was driving, right? And I used to drive, you know, past when you left 6th Avenue, Blue. When you left 6th Avenue and y'all moved, you and your family moved, was that 4th?
4th Street, yeah. By the jump. Yeah, by the jump.
Right. So I used to drive by his house all the time, right? Heading toward Carver Park, right? And every time, even when I was going and coming, he'll be in that carport, man, bench pressing. I'm like, man, what that joker doing? That's all he do is bench pressing. I bench press all the time. I never picked up dead weight at that time. At Atlantic High School, we never had dead weight. We had a universal machine.
Yeah.
So we didn't have no. And then next thing you know, I started seeing you, man, in the street. Next thing you know, he was old Charles Ferguson. Next thing you know, he was yoked up, man. I'm like, God, oh, look at that joker right there, right? Now I'm playing ball. I'm like this right here now, right? Trying to figure out how to gain weight. And I'm looking at him, and this joker all of a sudden, like 1 year, he went like, bam. Like, God, oh, what are you doing, right? And so, but that started when you was on 6th Avenue.
6th Avenue, follow behind Randy Strong.
Yeah, Randy had all us lifting weights early age, man. We were 12, 13, young lifting weights, man.
Wow.
Every day.
I wish I had
every day, like Doug say, every day.
I wish I had that right there. I wish I had that right there.
And when he went to the pro, we trained with him.
Absolutely. Bobby. What's that, Doug?
Do you recall me and Luther Moses working with a CETA program? And I forgot the name of your coach. We were working out to Atlantic. So your coach came and got us. He said, what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to work with this man here. Because he never lift weights before. I want y'all to work with him. Moses, that what our job was. We just had to train.
Hey, listen.
We had them different weights, man. Bobby used to be crying.
Listen. Hey, Doug, I remember that like it was yesterday.
You remember that?
It was the only place where I couldn't lead. I was thinking about that now. I'm the quarterback. Yeah. I'm the quarterback. I'm the defensive back. You know, I can lead, and we're running. I'm gonna outrun everybody, right? Anything we're doing, I'm gonna outdo everybody. We get in that weight room. I'm over there in the corner watching. You know, and Luther was benching 400. You know.
Yeah.
And so I remember this, Doug. Y'all had me going, man. I was fearful. So Coach Wilder pulled me aside one day, and he really encouraged me, right? He said, son, I'm gonna tell you this. He said, you know, college coaches don't care really how much you lift. They want to know how you handle your body weight. So he said, what I want you to do, I want you to start doing these dips, right? He said, and work on that and get good at that. So, Doug, I took it up. That first day, I couldn't do but 3. That's all I could do, 3, right? but I worked on it. When I went to Florida State, this is no joke. The first time I lifted free weight, Blue, when I was at FSU. Yeah. And guess what my max was? First time I ever lifted free weight.
135.
Now, understand now. Hold on now. I'm 145 pounds when I went to college, right? So what was my max the first time I lifted free weight? Guess.
135.
135. What'd you say, Doug?
150.
150? What'd you say, Butterbean?
200.
Oh, I wish 200. 165. But guess what, though, now?
Double close.
You were close. But guess what? I out-dipped the whole team. I did 7, 8 dips.
Wow.
Is that right?
True freshman. That's right.
Wow.
But then when I got to school, of course, they got me right. I started bench pressing. Now, I like bench press, but there's a whole bunch of stuff in the weight room I just didn't want to do. You know, leg work. I didn't want to do leg work, man. I didn't want to do leg work because when I was running track, I see guys with big legs. They was always pulling hamstring.
Yeah.
And so I kept saying, no, I don't want my legs to get too muscular. But knowing what I do now, I should have been lifting with everything, you know. So you guys were ahead of the game.
Yeah, and didn't even know it. And didn't have no idea.
Mm-hmm. And didn't even know it. Talk about Vince Strong a little bit. I mean, he passed a few years ago. And I remember playing rock ball when Doug, you and Vince was in the same backfield.
Oh yeah.
And that was a mother load right there for 105 pounds guys trying to go up and tackle these guys, right?
Yeah.
Talk about this. Talk about this.
He loved the block, see. Mm-hmm. He rather block than the run.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Vince like the block.
So he was physical. Wow. And
he carried the ball like a loaf of bread, they say.
Yeah.
Lord say, look at him. Look at him. You don't know how to carry.
So how did Coach Coffey handle that?
Oh man, he stayed on him.
Oh man.
Coach stayed on him with that.
Hey, because Coffey wasn't no joke.
Coach Coffey, he wasn't.
No, no.
He wasn't no joke. All right, so
Coach Coffey.
So let's get back to before we go on to that. Let's get back to 6th Avenue, because there were some little hubs in Delray that we have some good players come out of those areas. We talk about 6th Avenue, then we talk about Frog Alley, right? Name some of the guys that came out of Frog Alley.
Rolling Strata.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rolling Star. Yeah.
Eddie Grice.
Yeah, Freddie Grice, them,
Freddie Grice.
Purnell.
That's right, the whole Grice family then.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, Purnell Grice.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Lawrence Grice.
Virgil Shaw.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that Virgil was nice.
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh man, Virgil Shaw was nice. He was nice. Where did Fred Gaines live?
On Fifth.
Fred stayed on Fifth.
On Fifth Avenue.
See,
Right
most of the time,
behind
Fred don't normally play with us.
Okay.
See, they ain't have no big group over there.
Right. Man.
Fred and Fred.
Now, did Joe Jackson live on that same street?
No, 7.
Stayed on 7.
Ah, okay.
Oh, we had him too, Bobby.
Joe Jackson played with us.
Bobby, he played with us too.
So y'all had all the dogs. Y'all had all the dogs.
Yeah, I grew there.
Oh my God, that's crazy, man. All right, so that's what you have with Frog Island. Then we talk about Carver Park, right? Carver Park had a lot of guys over there, right?
Oh yeah, they had a lot of.
They had a lot of guys, and there's a lot of guys. Not only Carver Park, you had some guys that live right outside of Carver Park, like Larry Temple, Jerome Burgess, Chuck Jones, the Grisby family, the Grisby boys back in the old day. Abraham Wooten lived, up down there on 14th, right? So there's a lot of players down that corner just outside of Carver Park. And then you talk about Carver Park, you talk about the Cornelius family, you talk about Barry Hill, Mo West, you talk about, boy, man, you got some dude, Mutt Lee lived down there, right across the street from Carver High School.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And so you had that pocket of players, right?
No better.
And then you had, on the north side, you had Jefferson Manor, right?
Yeah, Snake them.
Snake, Anthony Penn, Pop Moore, Van Williams, Cho in that group. You had all them that lived over there. And then you had Ponceatta Heights, right?
Mike Beck.
Right. Ponceatta Heights, you had Smitty Boo, Tony Scott. You had the Gent family. You had Toot and Vic Mitchell, Bernard Wilson, and all those guys. And Slim, Lawrence Strange was over there as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had all those pockets in Delray, and we learned to play football in the street.
Wow.
So one of the things that me and Butterbean was talking about last week is how kids now have to go get trained. They're doing 7-on-7. We ain't need no 7-on-7. No. Sixth Avenue had their own 7-on-7. All had their own 7-on-7. Everybody had their own thing. And we were developed in the street.
In the street.
Oh, absolutely.
That's amazing, man.
Right. Because when we went out to Rock after Doug went out there, we was already advanced. We already knew the rules and everything.
Know what to do.
Ready to play.
You ready to play?
Ran the strong.
Ran the strong.
Yeah.
Ready to play. But then the other thing is too, we played street ball. We had the same problem that Carver High had. And we had so much talent. The talent pool was so deep. Everybody can't play.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. The Delray Rocks had the same problem. Think about it. I remember after I played with Bump in 1970, I played with Bump. We won a championship that year. I had a real good year. The next year, I went to 105, and it was like I wasn't even out there. They had me playing wide receiver. It's like I wasn't involved with nothing, man. I was mad the whole year. then I go to the 135 pound, and I don't know. To this day, Doug, I don't know how they did this. They had me playing tight end. And they got me playing behind Bubba. Think about that. How can you look at me and put me at tight end? Come on now. Come on, coach. Come on now. At the worst, Blue, I should have been playing behind Scatter Red. At the worst.
You was playing behind who, Bobby?
Bubba. I'm in the 8th grade, Bubba in the 10th grade. How I'm gonna play?
You ain't gonna never get on the field.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. That year right there was the best thing ever happened for me. Because what happened was I was mad the whole year. Me and Bernard, we mad. We come to practice mad every night because we trying to play And it's like the coach don't see us, right? But what happened was, because I was on the bench, Red Odom got me on defense and taught me how to tackle. The rest history. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. He taught me how to tackle. I came back the next year and I'm the quarterback. But then when I go to high school, the first year of high school, I'm the backup quarterback, but I'm starting on defense as a 10th grade. Because I learned how to tackle in the 8th grade with Red Odom teaching me how to tackle.
Yeah, Johnny, we call him Johnny Greengrass.
Johnny Greengrass, man.
Johnny Greengrass.
Johnny Green.
I mean,
Greengrass.
And you know what's amazing about the Rocks?
Johnny Greengrass.
You know what's amazing about the Rocks? It was almost like, even when you was on the bench, you wouldn't quit.
For what?
It just make you mad to try to be better, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that's what it did for me. I was just mad. I was mad the whole year. But then again, I learned something. And see, I didn't know it at the time, but when years later, I started to look back and go, man, that was a pivotal moment in my life.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that changed the game. Anytime something happened bad to you, we always think it's bad, right? But sometimes it's a lot of good that
come out of it.
Yeah, come out of the bad.
Yeah. And that was the best. Yeah. That was the best thing ever happened for me.
Hey, Bobby. You know what was interesting to me at the Delray Rocks?
Mm-hmm.
I never played a lot of games with the Delray Rocks.
Okay.
Because it was so many in front of me that was better than me. Well, at least they played, you know what I'm saying? I was playing along with Tony Scott, Smitty Boo, Doug Parker, Jimmy Sankfield.
Right.
All them, yeah. So I had to wait till they go. By the time they left, it was time for me to go to junior high school.
Yeah.
You were playing with Curtis White.
Yeah.
William Peel.
White
Dog,
the bad man.
David Peel.
All them boys, I played with all them.
Oh my God.
It was just so many. So I guess Doug Blues, it was a blessing we was able to go to Boca. Because when we had went to Atlanta, then you probably would have never heard of Muttley, because I would have had that fullback position.
See, that's the thing. Here's the thing. Now, here's the thing. Let's think about it. If you've been watching the show, when I talked with Red Odom, when I talked with Bill Caesar, when I talked to that generation, those guys had to wait their turn. They talk about being in practice, just getting knocked out and manhandled, but they grew up, right? And they just had to wait. And so that haven't changed in Delray to this day.
Yeah. Got to wait your turn.
Delray right now. When I went to that Rock game,
got a lot of starters on the bench.
A lot of starters on the bench.
A lot of starters on the bench.
Because the thing that I couldn't figure out, because when I think about the Delray Rocks, when I think about guys who run that football, everybody in Delray can run the football. Y'all agree with that?
Oh yeah, we got some runners.
Everybody here on this show can tote that tater.
Right? I told the tater,
Every one of us can run the football, right? All right. But during my time, and I can say it was a lot of guys, there's only 3 guys that I say were just above everybody. And to me, the number 1 Delray Rock is Snake Robinson.
Nature boy.
Yeah, I agree.
That got doggone Snake Robinson. And
yes, sir.
2 is Doug Parker Sr.
Yeah.
And then the 3rd one, hands down now, is Greg Fashaw.
Yeah, that's a good 3 there.
Let me tell you something. In the top 3. Now think about it now. We ain't talking about Tim Butts. We ain't talking about Van Williams. We ain't talking about Bernard Parker. We ain't talking about Ray Jones. We ain't talking about none of them other guys. There's a lot of guys who we ain't talking about. We ain't saying nothing about Harvey Quince.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, kick that.
So it's some dogs out there who could run that football.
My goodness.
Lorenzo Haynes came out there one year.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna tell you another one who you forgot. Joe Robbie, Big Ed Phillips.
Yes, sir. Oh,
Ed Phillips.
Ed told it.
Bro, he told the
32.
32. Oh, I didn't forget him. But when you think about all of us, but then you think about those 3, Snake, Doug, and you think about Greg Fashaw, those 3 there was at another level.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Greg Fashaw is real, man. That man almost made me have a heart attack, man. Ain't no way nobody can run like that, man.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
That man magic, man. I'm telling you.
My senior year in high school, I used to do the announcing for the Rocks. I come to every home game, I was doing the announcing, right? And so I don't know who the Rocks was playing, but they gave Greg the ball right up the middle in the A gap. And somebody on the other team, I mean, when I say hit him, I mean hit him and knocked him back. When he was going back on his back, that joker put one hand down the ground and got up and took off and was gone, just like that. I was like, God, dog, look at that.
Hey, he's a bad man. He's a bad man. I give him credit. He's a bad man. He done made me fall numerous times chasing behind him.
Oh, he was special. He was Magic Man, dog. Ain't no doubt about it.
Well, it's funny, Doug said.
I picked him. I picked Barry Sanders, and then I picked Greg.
Greg. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's how mine goes.
People outside of us don't really know that, how good this man was. And then even when we were at Florida State, he was playing at FAMU, doing the same thing. Killing people, man. Black Magic. Black Magic. He was killing people over there, man. Yeah. He was a special back. But you know, I had the privilege when we started talking about all these Jefferson Manor, Poinciana Heights, Frog Alley, and Carver Park. I had the opportunity to play street ball at Carver Park. Mm-hmm. I had the opportunity to play a lot of street football over in Poinciana Heights because Tony Scott, my cousin, I spent a lot of time over there, right? And so I had the opportunity to play, against those big guys. And then, my grandmother, she lived on Northwest 6th Avenue, right down the street from Greg Fashaw, right by Travis Jackson, see?
Yeah.
That's where my grandmother lived. And so I played a lot of street ball with Greg, with the Fashaw boys, Russian Wilson, all them guys. I played a little bit of football with them too. Willie Brown, Crucial.
Oh, yeah.
All of us used to play together on that side of town. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you what I see Greg do one day. Now, Greg, 2 years younger than me. Greg left my grandmother's house, just say right there where Joanne Jackson lived, right? And you know where he lived? He lived on the north side, all the way down to the end, down to the 4th, right?
Right.
Right there's Russell Wilson, right across the street from St. Ash. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about now, I know y'all know St. Ash.
Yeah, we know.
I know y'all know where St. Ash lives.
Yeah.
Just in case you forgot, St. Ash lives. Hey, I saw Greg Fashaw get on his hands and walk on his hands from, let's say, Jarvis Jackson house all the way to his house on his hand. Think about that now.
Wow.
The dude had impeccable back. He had
impeccable back.
I think I was the best ever did that.
Huh? You were good at that too, bud?
Walking on the hand. Ain't nobody never beat me.
You can do it too?
Never lost.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Doug good at that.
Wow.
Butler, this dude here, man, hey, man, swimming.
Yeah.
Man, this dude was just fearless, man. What? We go with the goddaddy Zach, and we go out to Zach used to fish. We go out to the pier, go out to Butterbean on the intercoastal.
Yeah.
Man, Doug dive right out there.
Just dive in the water.
Doug take us to the at that time Teen Time.
Teen Time, right?
To the pool. And none of us know how to swim. Push her right in there, throw her
right in the water.
You better come on.
You either sink or swim.
Swim, baby. I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah, to do but as a football player.
Oh man.
Oh,
hey man. You know, one of the things I miss, because I grew up playing ball with y'all guys, with the Rocks and being able to watch Doug and Butterbean them play up a little higher than me, watch all that, and you guys were special. Y'all just a handful, right? There's so many guys that went to Boca High School that were special football players. I didn't know, going to Atlantic, I didn't know guys that were good football players. I never saw Muttley play before I got in uniform. Muttley. I never saw Steve Cornelius play. I never saw, none of those guys play until we started playing ball. But I knew y'all because we played youth football together. And
Right.
So here's one of the most disappointing things. First of all, I was always disappointed that I never got a chance to play for Coach Coffey, right? And then
you say what?
I was disappointed. I never got the opportunity to play for Coach Coffey, right?
You might want to say
it wasn't no joke.
But Butterbean, understand this. Bump Mitchell is Coach Coffey in the youth program. They're the same guy.
Yeah, Blues contested that, huh?
Listen, I can tell you something Bump Mitchell did to me and Roger Coffey. Ain't nothing but Roger Coffey.
Yeah,
I'm 19 years old.
Yeah, but look,
Coach
Coffey was on a different octane. He was. Bump was, Bump had that Pompey in it.
Yeah.
Right.
But Coffey,
he had that thing.
Bobby.
He would get you. Doug had graduated, gone.
Yeah.
And I played I played too on my sophomore year. I played with Butterbean there.
Right.
Right.
Man, he got out there on tour days and he got up doing the Oklahoma drills.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
So I remember one time Butterbean, remember Monkey Man?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Butler, he get in line. Monkey Man jumped it up. Coach said, "Oh hell no!" Smitty Boo. Hey, oh, we laugh. Hey, man, we laugh. But Butterbean could tell you, and Doug could tell you, that curfew.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. You gonna be in our house,
right? Boy, you better be in there.
Nobody gonna tell you about he in there. No,
he in there. You gotta come to that door.
So he check y'all every night.
Every night.
Wow.
So he gonna make his rounds.
Wow. Yeah, he gonna make his rounds.
Wow.
He definitely gonna make his rounds.
Now see, we had curfew in Atlantic one night a week. That was Thursday night.
Oh, shit.
And ain't nobody come to your house. Coach Wilder called everybody.
No,
gosh. Oh,
man.
He called you and make sure you're there, right?
But see, I'm gonna tell you like this here, love. Big brother, two big brothers there. But see, all of us come up at the funeral home, right? And we went to every game at Carver.
Every
game.
Man,
so we are always in the hearse, right? Because remember, there was no ambulance service.
Right.
The funeral home was the ambulance service.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Yeah. See. Yeah. It went over from the fire station. You called the funeral home you were praying or somebody got hurt. You go. You had like Johnny Govan and
Johnny Govan.
John Lee.
John Lee. Don't forget Thomas. Johnny Thompson.
Johnny Thompson. Yeah. Johnny Thompson.
Johnny Thompson.
Yeah. Okay.
All those used to drive the ambulance.
Oh wow.
Then you had Doug and them cousin Billy and Raymond.
Yeah. And Raymond. Yeah.
So y'all were blessed, man, because y'all got a chance to see them play every day, every Friday.
Every day.
Every day.
Y'all went to practice as well, did you?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey man, listen. When Carver closed down, my brother, they can tell you, all of us cried like babies.
Oh man.
Carver, yeah, man. Because our plans was to go to Carver.
Go to Carver.
Yeah. Man.
But I'm still trying to say, Doug and Butterbean, who's gonna play? Because everybody couldn't play.
Everybody couldn't play.
Everybody to it again. Starters on the bench.
There you go.
One thing I would say, a lot of us will have to wait till our senior year.
Yeah.
If you had somebody who can play defense, I mean, you think about when I was a kid, thinking about Barry Hill.
Yeah.
I really only remember Barry Hill his senior year when he was catching passes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I really didn't know him as a safety his junior year, right? I really never pay him any attention. It was Greg Dobson's show.
Man, pretty.
It was Billy Plummer. It was Alfonso Wilson.
Yeah, Billy Plummer.
Yes, sir.
It was Abraham Wooten.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And it was Randy. And so Pop Grover.
Fonzo Blanca.
Yeah.
That was the show, right? Now, Randy was doing so much noise on defense. You always watch Randy play and Big Daddy Hunt.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you somebody else who always noticed on defense was Head Robinson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Head
was gonna club, jack somebody up. He was gonna give him that god doggone forearm every time, right? He was a dirty player.
And they talk about Big Daddy and Dexter Joseph, but Big Smoke.
Big Smoke.
Big Johnny Smoke.
Johnny Smoke.
Was a bad boy.
You talking about Big Daddy?
Yeah.
Johnny Smoke.
Smoke. Yeah.
Johnny Smoke. He had them high top football shoes.
And so it was just a blessing. So we started talking about y'all living on 6th Avenue, but we had all that inspiration in Delray.
Yeah.
That was pushing us. I mean, we didn't know it at the time, but that was pushing us. Because every boy in Delray wanted to play football.
Yeah.
Every boy in Delray. If you didn't want to play, something wasn't right.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be a part of that. Delray was on fire, right? I mean, Delray was on fire, man. And so, and because of that, we got so many kids who can play. I mean, who's skilled to play, just can play football. And we were gonna have to wait our turn. And I look at myself, right? And I played quarterback my last 2 years in high school, but then you had Toot over there, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that would have been a battle because if Coffee was coaching, he was running the wishbone, right?
Yeah.
Now, Toot my boy, right? But, I think I can tote that tape a little better than Toot. Right?
Yeah. Toot had a better arm than you had.
He had a better arm in rock ball.
Yeah.
In rock ball.
Yeah.
In high school, I was throwing that ball, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Steve
Cornelius.
Definitely was throwing it.
Listen, Steve Harden had me right.
Mm.
You remember Steve Harden?
Yes, sir.
I know you know Steve.
We all know Steve.
Hey, brother love. At the Civic Center.
That's right.
He used to work there.
Right.
Yeah, he used to let us in.
Right.
He just let it. You know what? He throw passes. I'm talking about full
passes.
Cause we always mess when we say he wasn't better than Anthony Penn.
Better than Anthony Penn.
He get mad.
He get hot.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Up until he passed, that was a discussion for him. He get hot with.
Hey, Bobby, I told you when I came to that camp in Jacksonville, and Coach Harden and Steve was over there talking, and I said, Coach, the folks at Delray, they still don't know yet who you'd have been the best out of you and Penn.
Right.
He said, we'll never know.
Hey, well, let me say something about Steve Harden. Steve Harden can throw the football, but what Penn did statistically ain't no comparison.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, what Penn did was data. He had data. He had statistics.
He created that jump pass.
Hey, listen, man, people don't know. I mean, we're talking about the 60s, right? Anthony Penn threw for over 4,600 yards in 2 years of high school.
Hey, look.
That's a lot of football.
Let me tell you something.
I'm in the 60s.
Hey, because you remember back then, they wasn't too much passing.
You run the ball until you have to throw.
But
right?
Doug and Butler can tell you, boy, some of the game get Blanchile and Roosevelt and Kennedy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and especially against Belgrade, they was called what they call
Lake Shore.
Lake Shore.
Hey, there was no bleachers. The bleachers, people just packed around the field.
Just standing around the stadium.
That's up.
Oh man.
Man. Now I'm gonna tell you who I would have loved to see play.
So good days.
I would have loved to see Carver and Kennedy play and see Toon and Penn go at each other.
Yeah.
Tommy Toon.
Hey, that'd have been nice right there. That'd have been nice right there.
Or against them Coleman boys.
Yeah.
Oh, Boots and
Yeah, them some bad boys.
Yeah, them some bad boys there.
Hey, you know what? I had them on the show some months ago, and you know what Bootsy told me? Everybody in his family called him the franchise.
Oh yeah, he a bad boy. He a bad boy.
Bootsy said the first time he ever threw or caught a football, he was in Delray Beach at his uncle Bill Butler's house.
Bill Butler. What Butler?
Bill Butler.
He Kenny y'all?
Not on my side. I think those Butlers that live over there in Ponciana Heights, right next to Smitty Boot on that corner.
Okay.
Right. I think those are Butlers. I think Lula Butler now.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you.
Okay,
That Butler family.
Okay.
That's who it is. That's who it is.
He said, I first started playing football in Delray Beach.
Wow.
With my uncle. I said, wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But you think about those games, man, and what they did back in that time. So we'd have been programmed, if Carver High was still in place, we'd have been programmed, we're going to go to school and we're going to wait our time. Because we know we're going to get our time. You know, a junior year, if we're that good. If not, we're going to have to wait till our last year. But we'll get it.
Right.
We'll get it. I mean, I look at the role that Lester Flowers played, what Gopher played. Gopher was more of a DB his junior year, right?
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
But then he went to flanker.
But then his senior year, he played tailback.
Yeah. Right.
He was the tailback his senior year, huh?
Yeah, he alternated. But then we talking about Carver, Bob Love. Man, I passed by there today. Man, they tearing Carver down.
What?
Oh, yeah.
They tearing the school down?
Tearing the school down.
They
almost down.
They about finished. They just got the front part left.
Yeah.
Oh man!
I thought they was man.
I know they was going. They're going to build another school right beside Village Academy, but I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, they tearing it down, man.
Yeah, because they were voting on the football field.
Yeah,
what happened to the vote?
Yeah. They're trying to putting the Delray Rocks getting their own football field.
Oh, really? They're gonna put it over there?
That was one of their suggestions. You know.
Oh man, Carver gone.
Wow, that's crazy, man. But man, listen, man. I mean, our experience, our history in Delray is thick. You know, when I started doing this show, and Blue, do you ever get that information from Pompey? Do you ever get that yet?
No, I ain't get that book. I'll be going this weekend to get it.
Okay, but no. I'm talking about this right here. This information right here. Did you ever get this?
You talking about all the stats?
Yeah.
No, you supposed to send it back to me on email.
Okay. Butterbean, did you ever get this?
Uh-uh.
Doug, I know you ain't get it. I'm going to email all this to all of y'all. This right here going to bless y'all.
Is that the one you sent to me with all the teams?
All the teams from 44.
Right. Yeah, because I told you when I sent it to Chocho and we was reading, Chocho daddy played football for Carver.
See, those are the things we don't know.
Yeah, he didn't know that. Chocho didn't know that.
You know, I never knew Jake Pullen was a heck of a football player. You know, men just walk around this, you know, their own businesses, and that we saw on a daily basis in Delray. Them guys were somebody.
Yeah, Boo Holman and Johnny Miller and
Johnny Miller, all that. See, all them boys played football.
And then Bump Mitchell was an all-conference quarterback.
Even all the way back to E.L. Ivy.
E.L. Ivy, all them guys. Red Ivy.
Red Ivy.
Man, Red Ivy was a bad boy. Red Ivy was a bad boy, right? Yeah. And then
I didn't play for Bump Mitchell. When I left the 75, I skipped Bump because one day we was practicing and Bump was talking to Vic, and he was putting it on Vic. I mean, then the next day he got on Vic again. Right. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna play for that man. When I got that time we moved up, I skipped Bump team and went to the 120.
Hey, and you know what happened? Because you skipped the Lord gave you Coach Coffee.
He couldn't run.
Coach Coffee, he benched me for a quarter. You remember he benched me for the quarter bean?
Yeah.
I got to the gym. We got there to the locker room. And I forgot my T-shirt. You know,
right.
T-shirt under the thing. Right. So Coach Copper had a brand new one in his office.
Doug went in the man.
Got the T-shirt and cut it and mopped it on the floor like it was dirty. Coach came back, went in there to dress, t-shirt gone. He said, "Where's my t-shirt?" He went to going off. He said, "I know ain't nobody got that much nerve but Doug Parker." He came over there, lifted my shirt up. He said, "That's my shirt." I said, "No, it's not, Coach. It is my shirt. Take my damn shirt off." Took the shirt off. He said, "Man, why you winning?" I said, "Coach, it's not your shirt. It's your shirt. It's my shirt."
Coach said you out the first quarter, didn't he?
It's your shirt. "Why you took my shirt?" I said, "I left mine home, Coach." He bitched me for a quarter.
Oh,
yeah, he bitched the for a quarter.
Hey, but you know what though? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I spent a lot of time in the coffee home, right? Growing up, they lived on 13th, Southwest.
Yeah, on 13th. Yeah.
I live on Southwest 12, right behind them, right?
Right.
And so me and Larry were boys. So I spent most of my time in the coffee home during the Cobble High era.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had a chance to see, all those guys come through his house, man. Barry, Penn, Prop Grover, Big Daddy, all of them come through there, man. And I'm telling you, man, that was really inspiring for me, to get that close to it, right? And then, Coach Coffey was always a coach. He wasn't just coaching on the field. Everywhere he went, he was coaching.
That's right.
Everywhere he went, he was talking to us and, challenging kids and all that kind of stuff. So, I really got a chance to experience that. But I'm going to tell y'all, man, when you grew up in Delray and you had the privilege to experience Carver High football, mm-hmm. from the stands, you had a chance to experience homecoming parades, and you had a chance to see Wilhelmina Quince come down Atlantic Avenue.
Yeah, you see the mouth.
I was waiting on my time. I was waiting on my time, right? And we never got that.
Yeah.
But, it's amazing. We split up Delray. Half of us went to Atlantic, half went to Boca.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy thing, man. We talk about if we were all together. Forget that. Y'all still have issues with the talent at Boca. We still had issues with the talent at Atlantic. Mo Weston played 1 year of varsity football. Think about it.
I was surprised at that.
1 year. Now,
1 year?
Hold on now. David Peel and Chuck Jones only played 1 year of varsity football.
What?
I'm trying to tell you, we were stacked. We had so much, man. We had so much talent at Atlantic. So I couldn't imagine if we were together, and then the boys from Boynton would have been with us too. Think about that.
Yeah, no Lake Worth. Yeah,
we all would have been together.
Yeah,
and a few guys from Pearl City would have been with us. Bruh, if you were gonna play, you were gonna have to wait your turn.
Yeah, you had to wait. I'm a living witness. I was in the 9th grade. I was with Doug and them. I had to wait. Mm-hmm. Then when the only time I really got a chance to really show what I can do when I was in the 10th grade, in my senior year and my 10th grade year, because along with Doug and all them was there. I mean, where you going?
Where you going?
Just glad to just like the church song say, Blue. Glad to be in the service one more time. You just glad to be on the team. Just glad to be on the team.
I love that.
Hey, Bubba, but to see Doug run, I'm talking about now Rocks, he's like, but see him run at Boca.
Oh man.
Bruh.
Whole different ball game.
Yeah, man.
So real quick, Doug, when you was playing, y'all was running the wishbone. Who was the fullback in y'all wishbone? When you
Fred Gaines?
Fred Gaines?
No, we ran the I wishbone, not the full wishbone.
Oh, okay. So you had a wingback like?
No, fullback and a tailback.
And then we had Wentworth.
Wentworth, yeah.
Greg Wentworth.
You were like the power back?
The power back, yeah. Fullback and I. Ran the wishbone from there.
I got that. Okay. Man.
But Doug, did we ever go to the 3-back? When we ran that wishbone, we went wishbone right, 26 power, wishbone right, 32 quick.
Yeah.
We had 3 of them back there then, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he switched to that.
Yeah, when
he messed him up. Yeah, he'll switch them up. He'll have 3 back there, like Blue said. He had an I back. Right. Man, please, they didn't know how we was coming.
Right.
We had some talent down there. I don't know why we ain't win no state championship, but we had some talent, man.
I know.
We had some talent down there, man.
I know y'all were loaded with talent.
It was just too much talent.
Y'all were loaded with talent. But I saw one Boca High game when I was playing at Atlantic. And I think I had to be Joe Jack was playing corner. I had to be a sophomore. I could have been a junior. Y'all was playing Fort Pierce at Boca, and they had that 6'8" wide receiver.
Oh yeah. That's when they had Roosevelt Duncan.
Yeah. I saw that game. That's the only time I saw I'm gonna say Boca play.
Is that right?
Yeah, we had an open week that week, and I had a chance to go, and it was the only time that I got a chance to see y'all play. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was disappointed. I never got a chance to see y'all play.
Yeah. Because we played most on our schedule. Most of the same.
Friday night.
So
Friday
you know what I mean.
And the only way we're gonna see it if one of us in the playoff and one of us not, or when somebody had a bye week. That's the only time we was gonna get a chance to see each other play.
Hey, Bob, look, I got to tell you this, yo. We was in me and Groove. So Groove was a year older than me. Groove was 77.
Right.
And back then, District of the Market, where we shot Army and Navy, we got the Bobo. You know what I mean? But District of the Market used to have the Chuck Taylor in a big old basket. Guess you go and pick your shoes out with no box. And my big brother, Doug, he bought me and Groove. I don't know where he got the money from. But he bought me and Groove a pair of Chuck Taylor, the first pair of Chuck Taylor that we had.
Hey, big brother looking out for you,
yeah,
dog.
he looked out for us. We was always in his shoes. I know he got tired of his shoes. Hey man, he went and got. But I got another one. Right. We were going to Delray Elementary. We was on the basketball court, getting ready to go to school. We out there playing. Somebody threw Butterbean a swing out pass.
Curtis White.
You remember at the school they had them iron posters. Man, Butterbean was always big, but he was fast.
Well, you fast now.
Man, when Bean took that swing pass and turned up, oh no, he took it out off the post and ran straight to the post.
Oh no, come on, bro.
And
broke my collarbone.
And that iron post rained for about 3 hours. And Miss Ruby Lee and Mr. Booker T came up cussing his behind out. He got a big old hickey on the outside. We rolled up.
Broke my collarbone, Bobby. Broke my collarbone.
If somebody that Dave Child ran in that post like that, they'd be dead.
They'd be dead today, right?
6th grade, Bobby. I was in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
At Delray Elementary. Broke my collarbone.
Man. Hey, listen, man.
Oh, have mercy. Yes, sir.
Man, we don't have that time with the show, man. We got to do this again.
Definitely.
You know, anytime I get on with you guys, anybody from Delray, man, because I love y'all. You know, and when I think about football in Delray,
too funny.
It always includes you guys because they always say it's not where you end, your journey ends. It's the journey, right?
It's a journey. It's
not where you end up. It ain't got nothing to do with playing pro ball. It's the journey. And my journey in life, when I was in Delray Beach, man, it was the most special time for me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I will never forget it.
Yeah.
I will never forget it. I love Delray Beach. I love you guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. A lot to do with
love you too, man.
It's a good place to love, man.
Oh man.
Yes, sir.
Love.
And
there's no place like home.
And Doug, wherever I go and they start talking about football, I don't care where I'm at. I'm gonna say, let me tell y'all something, man. We got jokers in Delray, 6-7-year-olds doing 707.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, these kids ready right now.
Hey, Bob, look.
There they are.
Hey, Bob, before you go though, before we get out of here, we have to pay homage, man, to our parents, man.
Oh,
man, we had some beautiful.
Yes, we did.
Hey, but listen. From the Parker, Miss Kaylee and Mr. Richard Parker, from Zach Strong and Lois, from Booker T and Ruby Lee, to Willie Mae and Prince Ferguson,
right.
The Suddens and the Bushes, Miss Bubba mother, Miss Eltha. Man, look out. Man, we had
the day her birthday.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. Bubba was supposed to be on the show, but he just didn't. It's a bad day for him.
It was a bad day. My birthday today.
Bad day for him. The day was missed after birthday.
Hey, but they supported us, and they always inspired us, man. And we had some good players. If you came on 6 and talking about fighting,
right,
you better go out there, coach.
Right, exactly.
Hey,
right?
You better not go in the house crying.
Well, let me say this. Katie May. I used to at one time when I was, playing rock ball, my mom would drop me over to the Parker's house, and I was still there with Bernard and Thad all day Saturday before we went to play. When I was playing the 80 pound.
Wow, Miss Kaylee House.
Oh man, what you talking about? I spent so much time over there, and then it was right next to the funeral home.
Yeah.
And Vince would call us in there, and and punk us in the funeral home.
They're scared, yeah.
Hey, I'll never forget those days, man. I'll never forget them because they were special for all of us.
All right.
Listen, guys, thank you guys again for being on the show, man. We're gonna do it again, man. I'm gonna have you.
Okay, man.
All right, love.
So, guys, that's our show today. We got
Doug Parker,
our legends from Delray Beach, Doug Parker, Charles Ferguson, and Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Play. Hey, love you guys. Comment, share if you like the show. This is Bobby Butler, 100 Yards of Football, your host.
Sing the blues, baby.
Yes, sir.